Blessings, everybody. I want to share a word real quick about no boundaries, no limits. It's an old song by Israel Houghton where he was talking about how we need to no longer put God in a box and limit him. So we need to take the limits off of God so he can do the things that we've been earnestly praying about and being in great expectations of some big things to pop off. Because I just was reflecting on years ago when I had got this job. I knew I was just going to be there temporarily, but one of the guys, he was training me as if I'm going to be there for life. So basically he was putting me in his limitations because that's where he was going to be until he retired. And so I had to let him know, look, I'm just passing through like we do in life. And I think it kind of bothered the guy because, he was trying to put limits on me. He didn't know my background or where I came from or anything. He just knew that I was coming in this job as a temporary. And so he was looking down on me as if I was nobody in life and that I was relying on this job to live and to eat. Because one thing about the job, I could have went anywhere, and worked. But this job was putting me in a position to be where I am now today. Because if you look at life, everything we've done in the past has put us in position for the future. If we learn the lessons and allow God to fulfill his will in our lives as we were looking for the will to be fulfilled in our lives. And so that's why it's so important for us to participate and just really trust in God and allow him to do all that he wants to do in our lives. So therefore we can be the best version of ourselves. And it's also best and beneficial for us to trust in the Lord with all our heart and lean not to our own understanding, because that's where we get off trying to make things happen. I'm a victim of that. Well, I've done that most of my life, trying to make things happen. And I heard Bishop Jake say something a long time ago. He said if he had to do everything all over again, he would just trust God and go to bed at night. That's just something real simple, And so it's like when you really look at that, it's like, wow, that's real profound. And it's something simple, but it's major because it's the simple things that makes the hard things easy. When you take the limits off of God and recognize in him there's no boundaries, no limits, because we'll see increase all around us, because that's where God is all about. Like the scripture said, now unto him who is able to do exceedingly abundantly above all that we can ask or think. And in Proverbs, it says, no good thing would he withhold from those that walk uprightly before him. And in Hebrews, it says, he is a rewarder of those that diligently seek him. So I can go in Galatians, it said, be not weary in well doing, because in due season we shall reap if we faint not. And then my favorite scripture, it says, seek ye first the kingdom of heaven and all its righteousness, and everything else will be added unto you. And so when you take the limits off of God and yourself and not allow nobody else to put you in a box, ain't nothing between you and what you've been earnestly praying for but air and opportunity. So I just want to share that real quick. No boundaries, no limits. Peace.